In terms of our vision, the vision of the School of Divinity is to be a center of excellence for Reformed biblical scholarship, devotion, and teaching, impacting Africa with the gospel of Christ and a God-centered worldview. And really that encapsulates and undergirds everything that we're about. We want to be very clear about both academic excellence and evangelistic fervor. We want to be clear about uniting the head, the hands, and the heart. That's the vision of ACU as a whole, and it is most assuredly the vision of the School of Divinity. The other thing that's important is that we view what we do in the School of Divinity as part of ACU. That's why we chose to be School of Divinity as opposed to a seminary. And everybody keeps using the term seminary, seminary, seminary. And when we started, that's what we talked about. But a seminary is a standalone institution. A School of Divinity is part of the broader university. So we're not separate from ACU. We're not other than ACU. We are an arm of ACU. We are intricately involved and ingrained in the ethos of ACU. And that's important from two perspectives. Number one, it's important because when you talk about universities going adrift, there are a couple of things that happen that lead to that. One is you separate the university from the church. When you look at the great universities and the Harvards of the world and Princetons of the world, the first step in their theological and moral decline is that you divorce their work from the church. And you divorce it from the accountability of the church, and you divorce it from the influence of the church. The second thing you do is you divorce the School of Divinity from the broader university. And so now all of a sudden, you have this bifurcated view of education. And we think that, the academic pursuits, we think things like, business and agriculture, or the sciences or whatever, it's over here. And the matter of theology and theological education belongs over here, which facilitates that downward decline of the university over and against the School of Divinity or the seminary. And because they're both divorced from the church, eventually the decline happens in both places. And that is almost universally true of early theological institutions. When you look, for example, at the Ivy Leagues, the universities are completely removed from and antagonistic toward the things of God. And the seminaries or schools of divinity are completely awash with pragmatism, postmodernism, and with heresy. So it's very important to us, for the sake of the university and for the sake of the School of Divinity, that we maintain that relationship and that both maintain our relationship with the church. So ACU is a ministry of the Reformed Baptist Churches of Zambia. The School of Divinity is an integral part of the ministry of ACU.